Breaking into tech sales is a video game. There are two levels, getting interviews and landing job offers. Unfortunately, guys, most people, they never make it past level number one. Applying online is a waste of time, a black hole. That's the tutorial. Keep doing that and you'll stay stuck there forever. I'm giving you in this video 5 cheat codes that actually get you interviews and make hiring managers want you. Real scripts, real outreach templates, zero fluff. Use even one of these this week and the game completely changes. Let's start with the move that 99% of candidates are too lazy or scared to do, which is treat the job search like it's a sales job. Prospecting your way into interview conversations with your future boss. The best way to get a job in 2025 in tech sales is to get referred into the business. But let's pretend we're brand new. We're starting from scratch. We don't have a network of people who like and trust us, who could refer us into our target companies we really want to work at. The next best way to do it is to prospect your way into these conversations. And my favorite way to do it is via LinkedIn. When you find a hiring manager of a company you really want to work at, you're going to send a blank, keyword blank, LinkedIn connection request. We're not going to add a note. We're going to click send without a note. In my experience, guys, this has the highest conversion rate to a LinkedIn connection request getting accepted. Now, once that connection request gets accepted, you're a first-grade connection with that hiring manager, you're going to send them a LinkedIn video message. What you're looking at here is what it will look like in the DM inbox of that hiring manager. You'll notice there are no links. They simply have to click play, and they're off to the races watching a video you sent that no one else is sending because everyone else is boring, sending written messages that doesn't stand out. It's not unique. It's not different. Now, how you do this, you cannot do this on the computer. All you're going to do is go to that person's LinkedIn profile on your smartphone. You're going to click message. In the bottom left-hand corner, you will notice a paperclip. You're going to click that paperclip, and there's some options that pop up. The two that I want to point out, you could take a photo or video, or you could select media from your camera roll library. That's the typical option that I will use. Now, before sharing with you guys what to say in that LinkedIn video message that will resonate, impress, and land the job offer, these are a few responses or a typical response you could expect to get back from a hiring manager when you send a video message. In terms of what to say, pretty simple framework, guys. Chris, thanks for connecting with me on LinkedIn. You'll notice I'm not starting by saying, Chris, my name is Matt McNamara. Chris can see my name is Matt McNamara in his LinkedIn DM, so that's wasted time and wasted real estate. The reason for the video message, I think this might be a bit of a long shot, as I didn't see any open positions in the Philly market, but I'm actually in the market for an SDR role. I've done a lot of research on you guys. Looks like a great place to work. If we ever speak, I'm happy to walk you through in detail what piqued my interest about you guys. Was hoping you could help me out. Whose radar should I get on to see if I might be a fit to join the team in the event an open position pops up in the Philly market? Any advice you could give someone like me trying to break into a company like yours is appreciated. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, Matt. Pretty simple, short, sweet, 30 to 45 seconds. That's all you got to do. And of course, you're going to follow up to this message until it gets a response. Now, are we just sending LinkedIn DMs? No, because what if they don't accept your LinkedIn connection request? You cannot send that video or that voice note. What you're going to do next is find their email and send an email like this. Pretty short, pretty sweet. Pay attention to the PS. We're going to talk about that in about 5 minutes here. Another email template you guys could use that it's a bit more meaty, a bit longer. This is the one that I typically will use, calling out a sales plan that we put together for that specific position to hopefully impress them to get that interview conversation set up. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But you can't go wrong with either of those email templates. And here is an example of an email I sent to a hiring manager at a company called Postman 7 months ago, again, when I was in the job market for a new role. As you can see, guys, this email, it's probably the best email I've ever sent to a hiring manager, and this is the response I got back from that hiring manager. Major kudos. The email is one of the best I've received from a candidate to date. Doing things like this, guys, it shows that you could do the job as an SDR or an account executive, because prospecting is what you're going to be doing as an SDR and account executive. You're showing you could do the job before you get the job. And this is my favorite way above a referral to get an interview conversation set up because of that exact reason. Now, you can't expect to send one email or one LinkedIn video message and expect a response back from a hiring manager. That's not how this game works, which brings us to cheat code number 2. Tracking your interview pipeline. If you don't have an organized process in place to keep track of who you reached out to and when to follow up next, unfortunately, guys, you're probably never going to make it past level number 1. You need to treat this like it's a CRM. And I know you might be thinking, well, Matt, that sounds a bit overwhelming. How am I supposed to keep track of all of this stuff? So I built a Notion template that does just that. It tracks every company, every hiring manager, every interview stage, and even reminds me and you when to follow up. And the best part, every script and template I mentioned in this video is already built inside. You can check it out, link in the description. We've successfully booked interviews. We're past level number 1. We're now on our way to level number 2. This is where the real game begins. Yeah, getting interviews, that's part of the game, but you win the game by landing job offers. The next 3 cheat codes that I'm about to share with you guys are all about doing just that. Wowing the hiring manager to the point where they're like, you know what? We absolutely need to extend an offer to this guy or this girl. And a great way to do that is to have others sell you for you. This simple email does just that. Guys, at some point during the interview process, it could be the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, right before they extend you an offer, they are going to ask to speak with references. Why not get ahead of the game? Why not have your references reach out to that hiring manager on your behalf? You're BCC'd. This is unprovoked. This is proactive. When I was in the job market 7 months ago, I had 3 of my references, my previous hiring manager that I worked with for 3 years, and 2 of my business partners that I did a lot of deals with in my previous role, send this email, filled it out, sent it to the hiring manager, and this cheat code got me over the line. You need to do things like this to give yourself an unfair advantage. Another cheat code you need to use that's also unprovoked is to create a detailed sales plan for the position. And the reason you do it is because it lands job offers. These are just a few, guys, of the hundreds of comments and testimonials I've received about this cheat code. But again, it might sound overwhelming. Like, how do I build a detailed sales plan for a position I don't even have? Well, I got you because I created a sales plan template that did 95% of the work for you. You can access it, link in the description. Hiring a salesperson is super risky. Everyone sounds great in the interview process. Heck, we're salespeople. We're pretty good at selling ourselves. They talk a big game, get the job, and they're put on a PIP 6 months later because they actually cannot sell whatsoever. Every hiring manager has seen it. They know it. That's why cheat code number 5 is so powerful. Build a brag book. What you're looking at here is my brag book. It has references, screenshots of past performance against my peers in my previous positions, sales discovery calls, and demo recordings. Real proof that I've done the job and delivered. Creating this brag book, guys, has given me an unfair advantage and given me so much confidence walking into interview conversations because it instantly separates me from everybody else who's just talking about how good they are. I'm actually showing you how good I am. If you're watching this with no sales experience thinking, well, Matt, I have nothing to brag about, do not stress whatsoever. Your brag book doesn't have to consist of images of the big deals you closed or quota attainment slides against your peers. No worries whatsoever. It could just be like a Google Doc showing your cold call framework or potential cold emails you would send to prospects that fit their ICP. It could be references with click blurbs about why you would be a good candidate for the role. It's not so much, guys, about the content. It's more about the fact that you did something that is so unique and different. I can't tell you how many times that over the past year I've been in an interview. I had an interview with a hiring manager, a VP sales, a CRO. I sent them my brag book website prior to the conversation. I hop on that call and we spend the first 15 minutes talking about how great this is, how different this is, how this is the first time in their career they saw something like this. And I have so much confidence walking into these interviews because, again, I'm showing, hey, I can do this job. Watch me do it. Watch my sales discovery calls. Watch me demo. Watch me present. Here's my quota attainment. Here are my references. Unprovoked again. I have so much confidence because of the brag book. Start doing that today. Guys, these 5 cheat codes are the easiest, fastest way to break into tech sales in 2025 and get you past level number 2. If you're curious, once you get in the interviews, what do those interviews look like? What are the recruiter? What is the hiring manager? What is the CRO? What are they looking for? What potential questions are they going to ask? What questions should you be asking to stand out and land those offers? Check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.